Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? This is your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. First of all, thank you for watching, thank you for all the love and the support, and thank you for all the positive energy. This is not just a channel, this is a community of collectors talking about things dealing with collecting. And to everybody that went over to Facebook, joined the group Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, thank you for showing up and showing out. Thank you for showing what's on the shelves, what your pickups are, what the prices look like, and thank you just for keeping it real, fam. You know, a lot of people been asking me what's with all the hate I have for Marvel Legends, and you know, in particular, I have no hate with Marvel Legends or Hasbro. My thing is particularly the distribution. You know, you can't find them. You know, the quality is not there no more. The plastic is very different. It's hard to pose the damn figures. I think it was that Moonstone I got. I couldn't even pose her because she would not stand up. She kept falling over. You know, my whole thing is these figures are very light, you know, unless you get something that's of substantial quality and the price is really high. That's the only way you're going to get something that, you know, hits that upper echelon rather with Marvel Legends. You know, my thing was back in the day, they gave you figures that you could see, far as if you spend this money to get these builder figures, you could actually see it. You get, man, you know, if I do this, I could get Galactus, the Sentinel, Goliath, or, you know, Giant Man, or Blackheart, or, you know, such and such. Look at it. This is what you was getting. Then you was getting, sometimes you was getting effects and, you know, diorama pieces. Shit, you ain't getting nothing now. You trying to figure this out. You trying to figure what's going on. You know, it's not like that I hate this line. You go into the store and half of the time you cannot find them. Then when they switched to the cardboard ass box, it really stopped everything because you were so used to being able to see the figure inside the package that you was like, man, you know, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. But now that you can't see the figure in the package, even though they're bringing it back because they lost a lot of money with retailers because of theft, now they bringing it back saying, oh, we care about the customers. We don't change this to this, and it's going to be this type of recycled plastic. You've been using the same recycled plastic for years. So what? We didn't supposed to notice that? You know, my big thing is, fam, that we look at as collectors, we get tired of this shit. And Marvel Legends is one of those lines that you can see a whole wave come out, and you'd be like, I don't want not one figure out of that whole damn lineup. I don't see no fire no damn where. And you know, that's what you should see at least. What they try to do now with Marvel Legends, they try to have a Wolverine in each line or Iron Man in each wave. This is how they do it. Every other wave, you see an Iron Man, a Wolverine somewhere, and you like, damn, how many Wolverines and Iron Mans do we need? Then you know, because they went away from the Deadpool where they had so many Deadpools on the shelf where you was just sitting here. You know, it's not like I don't like the line. The articulation is off, man. It's just the joints feel so funny. You know, I was just looking at the figures and I was like, man, it's hard to pose them. They won't stand right. You know, and some of the details are off. You know, I'm like, for a company that is big as Hasbro, these facial sculpts could be there, like the comic books. They could be there, but they're not. Hell, you know, then you look at the modeling, you know, the sculpt of the figure, it's off, and you like, what is really going on? How hard is this? It's like having a tailor take all your measurements and still fuck up your suit. I mean, he took your whole measurement for the whole damn suit, from suit coat, suit pants. He even did custom button-up shirts for you. Then the vest. He messed it all up. How could that be? You had the dimensions for everything and still fucked up. This is what I'm saying they're doing. They're not really paying attention, but the thing is they're trying to push this stuff on the shelf. Now, don't get me wrong, there's fire there, but you know, there's certain type of fire. The White Queen, the Emma Frost figure up there, I had wanted that, and I seen it, and I grabbed it. I want the Yondo. I want a couple of, the guy from Starjammers, I forgot his name, Kazar, something like that. You know, I wanted him, and I wanted a couple other figures, man. You know, I'm like, man, I'm kind of slowing it down because, you know, one, they hard to find, and when you find them, you know, I wanted to get the Fang figure, but I'm like, he looked just like Wolverine. I'm like, why the hell would I get this? How many Wolverines do I need? You know, that's the thing. When you make too many of the same damn figures, it comes off like Funko Pop. You got 12 of the same damn figures. And we ain't even a year in. You're like, man, it's only the first month. Man, look, I don't have no issues with this line. This line went from price hikes to price decreases to just astronomical. From FY5, the price in that store was extremely astronomical. In GameStop, the price was crazy. Then when it went to Target, it got crazy. Walmart, it got crazy. Then when you went to Walgreens, it got crazy. Now they're trying to drop the prices to get people back in, because people were starting to let this shit go. It's too much. This was like a flagship line from Toybiz. Now, Toybiz did a fantastic job with this. You know, for what the articulation was back then and all of the moving pieces and the parts, the details, the sculpting. Now, you know what? It wasn't advanced as it is today. You know, because Toybiz had a lot of articulation. And I'm going to say something. Sometimes articulation, you know, so many points of articulation can really hurt a figure. And, you know, I'm one that screams, you know, it lacks articulation and this and that. But as I noticed, as I started going into stuff, articulation can really hurt a lot of stuff. It can hurt the way the figure stands. It can hurt the posability. It can hurt every damn thing. Then, you know, some of the figures, they're stiff, you know, and it's just weird. It's just like none of them stand on stands. They're falling over. You know, everything, you know, I'm like, damn, how hard is this? Then, you know, they got these weird-ass pegs where they won't go in at, and you just sitting here like, man, how do I supposed to do all this? You feeling some kind of way about all of it because you have every right to feel that way. You know, the quality control is gone. It's like, you could sit back and say, oh, you make these videos all the time. You know, I'm surprised they ain't sent you a cease and desist. How? I buy this stuff. I have every right. I haven't said the item was crap. I just said the item lacks what it used to have. You know, all of that energy, you know, all of that stuff that we used to have here. Man, we used to have so much stuff. We used to have so many things that you could actually do. You know, like far as with this, now it's like you barely get extra hands. You used to get extra heads. You used to get extra shit in there like a weapon. You ain't getting nothing too much. It's like they put the figure in there. They be like, you just work with it. And you know, the Builder figures, man, like I said, they're not really anything that you can write home about. I'm like, man, these look worse than what the hell, you know, I just bought. You know, this is why I said there's a lot to be desired here, fam. You know, just look at them. I got the ones up there that I think look the best. I have way more Marvel Legends, but the problem is, you know, it's only ones that you see with the detail, like the Archangel, the Juggernaut, you know. And hell, you had the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut with Toybiz. You know, you had big stuff that you could actually see. Now you don't even have that. You don't even have stuff that you can't see. It's just, it's wild. It's just like everybody making it seem like you just harping on a company and what you saying don't have no merit. You should just be happy to get some. No, I'm spending my money. Shit, I should be able to say what the hell I want to, especially when we all know shit is not right. This is when you get back into your situation and be like, well, you know, this needs this needs that. You know, you look at certain figures. You know, I wanted to get the Rogue. I wanted to get that X-Force Storm. Man, but I'm not about to pay those prices. And a lot of people were feeling some kind of way about the Dark Phoenix because they had that box set at Toys R Us and they never released it. Then they released the shit for $24.99 on a retro card. Spiral, Avalanche, Wolverine, just Gambit, all of this stuff. And you just sitting here like, man, you just playing with me now, right? After I done shelled out all this damn money, this is what you do to me. You sit here and play with me like I'm a punk. See, fam, this is what's going on right now. These companies don't care. Until we start sitting there and holding them accountable, that's when shit start changing. When we start closing our wallets like we've been have, this is when people start really paying attention to you. You know, the same thing happened with G.I. Joe at one point in time. People start closing their wallets. The same thing happened with Power Rangers for a minute. People start closing their wallets. Marvel Legends, people start closing their wallets. You know, what they did was they were trying to put out product now and actually make it count where it's coming to you on time. You shouldn't order some shit in January and get it in December. That ain't how it works. Are y'all putting it together in that particular point in time? This is what's going on now. And this is why people are feeling some kind of way. This is why a lot of people left Marvel Legends, because of all of that nonsense. You know, people have every right. And like I said, I was going on and on about stuff, picking up stuff, and all of that. And like I said, some of the stuff don't sit on shelves right, and you know, stands for it don't work right. You know, if Hasbro Pulse has stands for stuff that could actually, you know, fit the peg system that they got going on, let us buy some from y'all. Put some of those out. This will help a lot of us. Seriously. But you know what? These are some of the issues that I'm dealing with this situation. Whereas I have this love-hate situation going with them. I don't hate this company. It's just I'm upset with this company because they always seem to mess up when they have a good thing going. You know, Toybiz really had that line moving. Now you look at it and you're looking at the stuff that you're getting and you're like, man, come on. Nah, y'all need to do better. You know, it's just like, you know, you get the Starjammers Choi and all of that stuff. And you're like, man, I really don't need this figure. I want something that I could actually sit there and say something about. Build a figure of this. Build a figure of something that you could actually want. But this is just me griping, man. You know, this is not me hating on this company. This is me just telling the truth about how I feel. And how a lot of other people out there feel. But till later, fam, peace out.